I need you to tell the people your experience this week on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my gosh.
We have the Ottoman results from last week.
I've got Morgan in one ear going, honey, it's so hot. I can't do it. It's so hot. The AC doesn't work. Meanwhile, the AC's on like minus 400. AC doesn't. And then in the other ear, I've got the fan going. Producer Harley is back.
Are you kidding me, Harley?
I was about to say producer Harley is back in the room. Harley.
He's been sitting on his blanket all nice and cozy, and literally as soon as we push play, he jumped down. He must know.
Come on, up.
Wow, he is really giving us the cold shoulder. Come on. Oh, yeah, come to mama.
Big dog. Okay, fine. Just chill over there, will ya? Producer Harley's back in the room, baby.
For the first time in a long time. Harley hasn't been in the room.
As well. He just booty bopped.
Yeah, I just backed it up a little bit.
He did what I experienced a couple episodes ago at my first West Virginia house party.
He backed that thing up, didn't he, Hars?
Come on, Hars, it's a family show.
Well, welcome in. How are you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Are you?
Decided to just quickly throw in this episode. We got a really busy week coming up with BravoCon.
So busy.
I know we're going to talk about, but we suddenly had a realization of if we don't record this now, we cannot edit this before we leave.
Literally, it would not happen. So,
and with that, I'm going to take the liberty of making the announcement.
What?
We have not agreed upon this yet, but you propose it, and I think this episode that you're listening to right now is coming out on a Tuesday. But from next week, they will come out on a Wednesday.
You cannot just announce those things without us talking to multiple people involved first.
There is no better time to do it than the week after BravoCon. Because we're going to get back and we're going to have 2 days to get an episode out.
Well, that's not true because we're going to be recording at BravoCon.
The pod?
Yes.
Huh. That's
Again,
new to me.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Seriously Show, everybody, where communication is actually 5 out of 5.
Yeah, they have a studio there. I'm going to record MPT there, and we'll definitely... Don't you remember? We did it last time we were there.
Oh, I didn't know that we're doing the whole shebang again.
Yeah, and we're having to stay until Monday because we could not find a flight out of Cleveland. So we'll have a lot of time on Sunday night to go and record something.
Good point. Okay, fair enough. Well, stay tuned, everybody. We're thinking about moving this release cycle to Wednesdays.
Yeah, way to just confuse all of our listeners now who aren't going to know if this episode's coming out on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, and speaking of listeners, thank you so much for listening. We have seeing some numbers grow on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and it's really encouraging. So we are incredibly grateful for y'all listeners.
Back to the Vegas conversation. I don't know if you are nervous at all about this, but I'm kind of nervous about our flight situation.
I know. Today we had sub 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's like getting ready to snow.
Well, I wasn't so much worried about the snow because it's supposed to stop like I think Tuesday or something, but I'm more worried about the government shutdown.
I know, that's funny because somebody else said that to me and I was more worried about the snow.
Really?
Yeah, I guess if TSA people decide they don't want to come to work because they're not getting paid.
And air traffic control people.
I don't blame them.
And that's why I don't like going on X is because it's always like worst case scenario. Like literally I just opened up X right before coming on here and it's like 2 airplanes almost collided into each other in JFK.
Is that X's accent?
Yeah, it's like always with the fear mongering.
2 planes.
So now I'm nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of scary, but if anything bad were to happen, it would probably happen on the ground when they're like trying to move things around on the ground. Once you're in the air, you can like surely just fly around each other.
Well, what if there's not anybody communicating? Because like that's what air traffic control does.
Yeah, I think the biggest danger is landing on a runway that's occupied. That's sketchy.
Yeah, great. Put that seed in my mind too.
No, I think that it is a weird time to be traveling. And I think the risk factor of delays and cancellations is at an all-time high right now. Add in the snow factor. So should we get there on time?
It'd be a miracle.
It will be a miracle.
Let's not jinx it though. Let's not put the bad energy out into the universe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm nervous for BravoCon anyways. I told this to Dave. I don't know why. I get like anxious about it.
Because this is kind of like your Super Bowl. This is for starters, it only happens once every 2 years. So the build up is quite long.
Mm-hmm.
You are building it up, and just when you think it's coming, it's actually another year away.
Yeah.
And
well, this is the first time that they did every other year. They normally do it every year. But I also just feel like I told Dave, the first couple of years I was like getting my sea legs, like just trying to figure out what it's all about. And I've come to the realization that I don't like what's the word? You know what I'm talking about.
The fandom part can be quite overwhelming.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to sit there and chase down Kyle Richards with my phone out being like, Kyle. And that's what everybody does. So I feel like if I don't do that, am I really, Harley, just in my shot? If I don't do that, am I like not going to get the content and whatever? And it's a lot.
Well, I think, and you're not saying that from a perspective of you hating on people that do that.
Yeah, I just don't like to do it.
It's just that you have done it for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think rightfully so, you've like earned your way inside the ropes through hard work and working in the industry. And this year you do have the opportunity to be inside the ropes. Sorry, that's such a golf term.
Which is also scary. I'm nervous about that too.
Yeah, so you're inside the ropes, and I think you just need to focus on what you can control. And it's something that I struggle with a lot is always wanting to do more. And did I take the opportunity? Did I do this? I think you just have to be present with what's happening in front of you.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to interview one of the Bravo Lebs right in front of you, and there's another one down there, you can't be in two places at once.
Yeah.
You just have to be where you're at, engage with that person, and take every opportunity as it comes.
You know what I'm just going to tell you right now? I do not want this Dave-ism to happen while we're there.
Come on.
Where, say there's somebody in front of me or whatever, I do not want you to be like, go, now's your chance. But get the microphone out. Go. Because
I can be like that. I'm sorry.
Please don't do that to me.
Okay.
Because my anxiety already, like, you encouraging me is not going to make me want to go anymore. It's going to make me, like, want to resist.
You are in control of all of that. I will leave that to you. And Harley Daniels.
I know. He's being an absolute nuisance.
He was asleep before we pushed record. What is going on?
I don't know.
I think I was thinking of doing Husband of BravoCon daily vlogs again, like Instagram Reels or something.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Well, since we have our dear Harley here, I will say that Harley has spoken about one of the things that we discussed last week. Ew, I hate it when he does this. Sometimes, you guys, if you're not watching on YouTube, sometimes Harley just like sticks his tongue out and just plops it down on things and does not move it. Like literally right now, his tongue is out and his tongue is just resting on the foot of our couch. He's not even licking it. His tongue is just out.
And ChatGPT told us it's like a pacifier. So he's just putting his tongue on the floor. Oh, baby boy.
Okay, anyways.
This may be the first episode that I upload video to Spotify. So if you are listening on Spotify, you can hit the video button and actually see producer Harley right here, right now. Shh, Harley. Hey, quick one. Whatever you're using to listen to this, hit follow, hit subscribe, maybe even leave us a cheeky 5-star review. It helps other people find the show, and we will really appreciate it. Perfect, Hars.
But anyways, speaking of Harley, we have the Ottoman results from last week.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, oh boy.
Let me check Spotify.
Boy, oh boy. Were the comments split about whether or not to keep or return the Ottoman. Keep the ottoman, no coffee table, return it, get a coffee table. And when I tell you the first couple comments that came in, it was not looking great for Team Ottoman, which was my team. David was Team Coffee Table.
I'll tell you the results of our poll. So this is the first time we run a poll on Spotify. We got one vote. One vote.
Nice.
And it was for Team Ottoman.
Well, there you have it.
So if you're listening on Spotify, keep an eye out for future polls in the Spotify app.
Team Coffee Table, sorry. Another comment said David has a point. Someone says, honestly,
what was my point?
That a faux coffee table is not a coffee table.
Yeah.
It's an imposter.
Faux, everything.
Honestly, I do see a lot of people using ottomans like this as their coffee table, but it gets annoying when you need to put a mug or plate on it. You'll like an actual coffee table more. Someone said coffee table. Sorry, baby. Someone said, I'm so sorry, but coming from someone who's worked in interior design for 6 years, he wins this one.
Woo!
And those were all like
Coming
the first comments. And you know how I know that I want to keep the ottoman? Because when I was seeing all the comments coming in saying you have to return it, I was so sad.
Yeah. You know what they say? If you're stuck between two things, you should flip a coin, and while it's in the air, think about what you're hoping it lands on.
That's a good point.
And that's exactly what would happen with the ottoman.
Okay, but as the comments kept rolling in, people were more Team Ottoman. Someone said, keep it and just get some of those couch/computer side tables. That's the bottom slides under the couch. It's perfect for a computer, drink, or dinner plate. Best of both worlds. Which we do have side tables.
Yeah. And once we get the other chairs, we're going to probably get bigger side tables.
Listen to this. I kept the ottoman and hated it for the 7 years we used it. Anytime someone would come over, there was nowhere to put their drink because the ottoman is too soft to set it down. It's huge and hard to get around it. I chucked it and got a coffee table, and it's been bliss ever since. I hate to not be on your side for this one, but can't watch you make the same mistake I did.
Speaking from experience speaks loud. Come on now.
Okay, but then the other flip side of the coin is everyone saying the ottoman, it's multifunctional. You can get side tables. You can get a little coffee table that goes directly above the ottoman.
Now, that is the idea that I'm most open to at this point.
Handyman Dave is ready to make his own coffee table that just slides on top of the ottoman.
Somebody sent you a picture of the exact thing that I want. And if they don't mind, I would love to put that picture up in the video. Basically, and it's like, imagine a long rectangle, like a U that just fits over the ottoman.
Yep.
But it doesn't cover the entire width and breadth of the. You're gonna make fun of the way I say breadth of the top of the ottoman. Breadth.
What is a breadth?
I guess I said width already, so it's width and width.
It's width and length.
Yeah, width and length, but because it's a square, it's like width and width.
What does breadth mean?
Breadth.
With a DTH?
Yeah, breadth.
What is that?
We're going to have to ask Ronald about this.
Call up our main man, Ronald.
Yo, what's up, producer Ron? I'm having a conversation with my wife, and I say the words, you know how you say width and length? I say width and breadth. Is that an actual thing?
Hey there. So, yeah, it's a pretty common thing to hear people say width and breadth instead of width and length. And it's not wrong at all. Actually, breadth is just another way of talking about the full extent of something from side to side, kind of like a synonym for width. So you can totally use width and breadth if that feels natural to you.
Ask him if it's like a cultural thing.
Is it a cultural thing? Call me British South African and my wife is American. Now he knows everything about us.
I got it. Well, it's always fun when these little language differences pop up. Honestly, it's not strictly cultural in the sense that breadth is definitely a word used in British English and sometimes a more formal English too. It's just a slightly more old school or very term. Americans might just default
old
to
school.
length, but you throwing in breadth is totally...
Call me posh.
Old school.
Call me posh. Anyway, this table doesn't cover the entire top of it. So you could still use it. You could slide around. I think we can get the best of both worlds here, folks.
Yeah. How long do you think it would take you to do, though?
Yeah, probably 6 to 18 months.
Because that's the better question.
Yeah.
But winter is coming. You're going to be bored. You're going to be looking for stuff to do around the house.
I know, but it's tough because I'd probably have to do it in the shed and it would be frigid in there.
True. I have been taking notes like nobody's business. Anytime I'm watching any show that has to do with housing or staging, I am looking at every single living room saying, do they have a coffee table? Do they have an ottoman? Do they have both? While we were watching Selling Sunset, I saw that all over the place. I saw a lot of people not having any coffee tables and using ottomans as a makeshift coffee table with the side tables, which is what I think we should do.
The difference with Selling Sunset, though, is their ottomans that are in that are probably like 50 grand.
Yeah. Which, I mean,
any ottoman is going to look good on the front of a beach.
Yeah, that's true. But something that I absolutely was shocked to learn this week is that my husband David is a big Selling Sunset fan.
Hey.
And I did not realize this. Except, okay, because here's how it goes. You know, you make dinner, you sit down on the couch, you're like, what should we watch? You contemplate it for an hour, and then you end up watching the same thing that you've watched
YouTube
1,800
golf.
times. Exactly. So we were sitting down this week getting ready for dinner, and I was like, what do you want to watch? I don't know. And I was like, the new season of Selling Sunset is on. And he was like, it is? And I was like, yeah, do you want to watch it? And he was like, okay.
I didn't say it like that.
I mean, that's how it felt.
You had
to
been
me.
watching it previous nights, and as I was cleaning the dishes and things, I would get interested in the storyline. So I was like, well, I may as well see how these loops end.
What did you call it the first time, though? Property people. He was like, oh, you're watching property people. I was like, Selling Sunset, but close enough.
Yeah, because I always get fascinated by the production and like how it looks, and I could tell that it was Selling Sunset just by the production, but I wasn't sure if it was Selling Sunset. I wasn't sure if it was Love Is Blind, because the look. Like the aesthetic looked very similar when it was just talking
and
headshots.
like super vibrant colors.
Yeah, so I was like, is this the property people? Because I in my mind I was like, it could be Love Is Blind, but I was like, I don't remember these Love Is Blind characters.
Yeah.
And then I learned that there was a new season out. I don't know. I think I really enjoy the houses. First of all, I think it's fascinating to see how the rest of the world lives.
Yeah.
And then we had recently been to Hollywood, and a lot of where they show was actually areas that we were walking around and like seeing things. So in some of the B-roll, we've even been like, hey, we were there.
Yeah.
And I got a picture outside the Oppenheimer group. So
Oppenheim, Dave. Oppenheim.
Yeah.
You know, one of the storylines this season, I don't know if you caught it, but they put up these huge hedges around the front windows. Like tall grass hedges.
So people can't see in at all.
Yeah, so people couldn't see in. So
Wow.
I was like wondering, when did they do that? Because we were there earlier this year.
And we couldn't see in because it was so dark.
Exactly, the tinted windows anyway.
You know what it is? They're probably having people like press their head against the window to actually look inside.
Gosh, well, that would be a bit extreme.
But you told me that there's more agents than there are on the show. And only some of
100%.
the agents sign up to be on the show.
I mean, the Oppenheim group is huge.
Yeah,
They don't only have
Yeah, they must be
6 agents.
They must have like massive revenue around the world.
You want to hear something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
People that are on the show as an Oppenheim, I almost said Oppenheimer, as Oppenheim agents, some of them, it's come out, they weren't even real estate agents.
Mm-hmm. So
Ain't
they're
that
like,
something?
Yeah, they're probably like doing the deal under somebody else's name so that it can actually be done.
Yeah, because there's this new girl, her name was Sandra, and you know, Chriselle, she left the show. There's all this fallout with everybody, and she was like saying that this new girl, Sandra, the whole time that they were filming, she didn't actually have a real estate license. She only got it in March of 2025, which was this year after the season had already got done filming. So she was like, yeah, I was annoyed that I had to sit here and play patty cake with Sandra when she's not even a real estate agent.
Right. That kind of brings me to the point of maybe one of the reasons I like it. The drama that you're talking about there on who's an agent, who's not, is interesting. But I also just think because the show revolves around them actually doing like a task, which is selling houses, I feel like the drama unfolds a little bit more naturally.
Well, I think that's the debate between fans right now, because this season was like not your typical Selling Sunset season. Everybody was like, this drama is like weird. It's too dark. It feels very personal. It doesn't.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
It doesn't have anything to do with like selling houses. But originally, the premise of the show was all the drama about like, who would be put on listings.
I got the listing. You got the listing.
Yeah. So it's kind of a hot topic.
It's
right now.
honestly why Vanderpump in its prime was so good, because it revolved around them working at Sir.
Yeah.
And like all these shows now are following these people when they've grown beyond those things.
Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you actually
sore
watch
subject.
the reboot trailer that came out this week?
No, but I heard you listening
That
to it.
yawn, that about sums it up, how I felt about the trailer.
Oh, really?
I could not be less interested. I really couldn't.
Well, it's going to be so hard for you to come around to new characters, new people.
Well, also, I'll just tell you, like, Vanderpump Rules, my tried and true. Like, from A1, day one.
Yeah.
And, there's this new Vanderpump Villa out, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I hate it. I despise it. I think it's super fake. I don't find any of the stories to be compelling. And I see this reboot following more in the footsteps of Vanderpump
interesting.
Villa than I see it following the footsteps of Vanderpump Rules.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that's why you find you and I sitting down enjoying Dancing with the Stars more than...
Why do we love Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
If it's just not the most wholesome thing that you
know,
could sit down
truly.
and watch with your family these days.
Truly, just the greatest.
Robert Irwin is just a little ray of sunshine. I mean, do we even need to say it?
Yeah.
Are you bored? Like,
I'm
what
sorry,
is it?
I just got like set. You know why? Because we just had your mom's Sunday roast and then I had a bit of dessert. And now it's hit me like a ton of bricks.
Okay, well, we only have 2 more things to talk about. Do you think you can make it through?
I think I can make it through, guys. I'm here.
I need you to tell the people your experience this week on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my gosh. I love and hate Facebook Marketplace. I think
it's the wild, wild west out
it
there.
truly is a sight to behold, is all I can say. Especially as someone who didn't grow up here, the size of the market, first of all, is so much bigger. Like in South Africa, Facebook Marketplace, either it would just be crickets, or it would be someone like 6 hours away who's like, yeah, maybe I'll come check it out in a week.
Right.
Whereas here, it's like, I will be there in the next hour. And we put up our sectional couch, which we loved very much. But with the new living room, we have a fireplace that the sectional was blocking off. So we had to just bite the bullet and be like, oh, we're going to have to sell it. Put it up there. And I think the first message I got was, would you take 100?
You were like, no.
And I think at that point I had listed it at 550.
Yeah.
I mean, you paid in the thousands for it.
No, I paid like $850 for it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the buyer doesn't hear this, because I think didn't you tell me it was like $1,000 or something?
No, it definitely wasn't.
Might be not a surprise that we didn't sell it for $550, because we had very few bites besides people trying to con me for like $50. And we relisted it at $350, and then the messages start flooding in, and it just, a lot of people just say, is this available? And so I put in my ads, if the ad is up, it's available. If you text me it's available, I will ignore you. And true to my word, I ignored people, baby.
Well, good for you.
True to my word. And you just have to manage different personalities.
Yeah, and communication styles.
Yeah, and somebody said to me they'll be there in an hour, and an hour later they're like, yeah, I haven't even left yet.
So
And
annoying.
it's tough. And then so these people come over, they look at the couch, they love the couch, and they don't have the vehicle to transport it yet. So we struck a deal. I got out a pen and paper. She gave me $100 bill. I wrote down our names, the item, the date, and I signed it. I said paid 100, balance 250.
Are you serious?
I gave her the paper, and then she took 3 cushions from the chair. So she's like, well, I know you're not going to sell it to somebody else with 3 cushions missing.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go.
So that was
That's
the
smart.
insurance policy. So we go the rest of the day with the sectional in the garage with no cushions on one piece of it. And they came back later with a trailer and gave me the rest of the money, and that was that.
It's just so hard to do Facebook Marketplace because I feel like I'm either going to meet a new best friend or my serial killer.
Yeah.
How do you know that somebody dangerous isn't coming up to your door?
And you should see Chatty Dave when these people rock
Oh,
up at the
I'm
house.
sure. I can imagine. You
Because
probably
it's how
know
the
their whole life story.
That's how the conversation goes. Yeah, me and my wife have just moved. We just couldn't find a place for this couch. It's in great condition. You'll love it. It was actually in our second living room in a basement, so it hasn't been used as much. It's nice. And then they hear my accent. Like, oh, where are you from?
Always.
Like, oh, I went to college and I met my wife. Blah 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 blah. And by the end of it, I'm like, all the best. I really wish you the best with this sofa. Have a great time. I'm so glad it's going to a good home.
That is so true.
They were a young couple. They had just had a kid, and I know that they've got a nice sectional now.
See, it's worth it.
But that's one sale, and I must have received 20 different chats.
No, I could never.
And
I
it
could
also
never.
forces me to be on Facebook, which I hate.
Yeah, Facebook is the worst. Why is
Oh.
Facebook the worst?
It is just AI slop and marketplace. But we did it, and got a few more items to go up on the old FB marketplace. Wild times.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for the Seriously Award of the Week?
I think so, because I know what it is.
I just don't understand sometimes. A lot of times I don't understand. Like, for what reason I walk into our bedroom this week, our primary bedroom, to see David's Nike shoe hanging from the ceiling fan. The shoestring is tied to the thing that you pull to turn the light on. And he's like, stoked about it. Like, oh babe, look at this. I'm like, look at the shoe hanging from my light fixture.
Okay, go with me here, folks. I can guarantee somebody listening to this has experienced the sound of the clicking ceiling fan. All you want is a light breeze while you're sleeping, and all you hear is tick, 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 tick. It drives me insane. The same way that you can't handle chewing and stuff, I cannot sleep to that kind of repetitive sound. But for whatever reason, if you add a little bit of weight to the string of the fan, it stops clicking. So one night in my frustration, I've got Morgan in one ear going, honey, it's so hot. I can't do it. It's so hot. The AC doesn't work. Meanwhile, the AC's on like minus 400. And then in the other ear, I've got the fan going. So I like stomp to the closet. I get my shoe. I tie it to the thing and I hang it there. And I'm like, it stopped clicking. So for like the last 4 days, I've just left the shoe hanging
The
there.
shoe has been on our ceiling fan for a week.
All I have to do is like get something slightly heavier. So this week I realized.
To my surprise, okay? To my surprise. Last night, we get home from dinner. I walk in, and there's no longer a Nike shoe hanging from the ceiling.
Thought we could go for something a little more hygienic.
But I see one of my purses just hanging from the ceiling.
Because it like hooked on without me even having to tie a knot.
So now my purse is just hanging from a light fixture.
There has to be some kind of science behind it where it's like creating a different center of gravity or something. But I'll figure out something more smaller, I guess. Less. Not a shoe.
I mean, or you could just grease it.
It's got nothing to do with grease.
Well, then what does it have to do with
I don't know. There's some. I'm looking at.
Surely it is grease.
No, it's not grease. There's just something about the way that the fan is probably off axis by like a degree or something. And when you pull it down, it sort of forces it to one spot.
Well, we're going to have to come up with a more permanent solution because every night when I wake up in the middle of the night and I just see a Nike floating shadow of a Nike. I
know,
think
and I
that
kept walking
aliens
in.
are about to abduct me.
I kept walking into it. That's why I put the purse up so it wouldn't hurt my head.
See what I mean?
Oh, I'll claim that one. Seriously, award of the week.
It was
Me.
a good one. Okay, well, next time we'll be live from Las Vegas, baby.
Viva Las Vegas!
I hate Vegas. Oh, I'm dreading
And guess what's
it.
happening after BravoCon?
No, don't tell me the
Formula
F1.
One.
No, why? Even Harley is like, I'm out after that.
Vegas pre-Formula One is an absolute nightmare.
It's like not even fun. It's like there's cages everywhere.
Yeah, they block off the road for the track, and the Bellagio, which is like the center of town, is
Can't
where
even
the
get to
where the
it.
start grid is. So that's not going to be fun. But thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back from BravoCon. If you haven't already, at This Seriously Show on Instagram, whatever app you're listening to, hit a little subscribe, hit a little follow, ding ding, 5 stars.
Yeah, leave us some reviews.
We actually got a new one that I'd like to read because it was
I
so
have it up.
nice.
Do you want me to read
yes,
it?
please, honey.
It's from
So
JoJo.
grateful.
We love you, JoJo. It says hilarious. Morgan and Dave are such a funny duo. Truly hope I never lose my partner in the mall. But shout out to Morgan for surviving that. Love the pod.
Shout out,
Truly.
JoJo. Thank you.
Traumatic. And I love the fact that in the reviews, people call you Dave.
Yeah, that is funny. Nobody in my family has ever called me Dave.
I'm pretty sure our nieces started that, really.
Yeah, they call me Daver.
Daver. Well, Daver, we're going to Vegas, baby. We'll see you there. I almost said love you like a sis. I guess I could say it anyways.
No, that's weird.
It's
Love
not
ya
weird.
like a husband.
Okay, love you, honey.
See ya in Vegas.
I mean, we live in the same house, so
See ya in Vegas.
see you in 5 seconds.
Bye.